The number of Americans looking for work continues to climb. Another 2 million filing for unemployment last week. That makes it more than 40 million over the past 10 weeks, or 1 out of every 4 Americans in the workforce now out of a job. While those numbers are still high, analysts point out that the number of first-time applicants has fallen for 8 straight weeks. So that's some good news, a silver lining there. This also comes as more places around the country reopen by the day. Let's bring in Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan, the top Republican on the House Oversight and Judiciary's committees. And, of course, we're waiting for the White House briefing. We'll keep you as long as we can.
Okay.
Congressman, the Census Bureau reported today that 55% of households with children lost income during this pandemic. What are your thoughts on the need for another round of stimulus, and how quickly do you think you need to get that out to the American people?
Best stimulus, Dana, is to go back to work. Look, it's been tough. We all understand that. But I thought it was interesting earlier this week, the economist from the Obama administration said that he thinks we're going to have a V-shaped recovery, as the president's been talking about, and we're going to have robust and strong economic gains in a quick fashion, which I think is exactly what we hope. I call it the Great American Comeback. President Trump led one of the strongest economies ever. I think we're going to have the Great American Comeback and get back to that, and I think it'll happen quickly. But I thought it was interesting that it was an economist from the Obama administration who thought the same thing. So let's hope that happens, because it's been tough on families. We all know that. But the best stimulus, instead of more bailout money and more stimulus money, we needed to do some of what we did. Well, I understand that. But the best stimulus now is to get back to work. And we're seeing Republican governors in lots of states that have done that. They're seeing stronger economic growth than in states that are continuing to stay locked down.
And do you have an opinion about the additional $600 for unemployment that was, I think, probably the right thing to do at the time? That's going to be a bone of contention with the Democrats coming up with this next stimulus. What do you think about that?
Well, remember, I think it was Senator Scott and Senator Graham and others tried to take that language out and say, yeah, we want to help people. That's why we did the Paycheck Protection Program. That's why we had the stimulus checks that went to families and individuals. And that's why we have unemployment insurance in general. So that all made sense, particularly when government is forcing people to stop their business activity and not be able to engage in their livelihood. I mean, it's like a takings under the constitutional law principle. So we had to do something. But I do think that was unfortunate that they weren't able to get that corrected in the very first stimulus package, CARES package that passed several weeks ago.
One more question for you. Speaker Pelosi pulled the FISA vote today. The president had threatened to veto it. What's next for that, as the law enforcement and the attorney general says it's an important tool that they need?
Yeah, but we got to get it right. Think about just what we've learned in the past several weeks. I mean, the unmasking of Michael Flynn, 39 people in the Obama administration who unmasked Michael Flynn's name. 6 of them from Treasury. What are 6 people in the Treasury Department doing that for? We learned about all the ways they set up and trapped Michael Flynn. We now have the transcripts that came out that talked about this whole Trump-Russia investigation built on that FISA application of Carter Page was baloney. Clapper, Brennan all said there was nothing there when they started this. So all that information, but the most compelling information came from the Inspector General, who issued a management alert on March 30th of just a few months ago. And he said the 29 FISAs he's now looked at, in every single one of those FISA applications involving American citizens, every single one, American citizens, all of them had major problems, and in 4 of them they couldn't even find the Woods file. So all that is new information we've got. We got to get this right. We got to get the real reforms in place and make sure Americans aren't spied on like they did to President Trump and like we've seen with these 29 cases with major problems.
That's right. That came out March 29th when people were focused on a lot of other news. So that was a development people might have missed. Congressman Jim Jordan, thank you.